I doubled one of my accounts in just 3 months by making a total profit of 27%. Sounds wrong, right? Doubling an account usually means 100%. Well, it's not wrong. I found a way to double an account by making only 25%. Stay with me. So here is my funded account from trading.com, and I'm trading the multiplayer EA. No doubt it's one of the best EAs we trade at the moment. So you can see that I started this account back in July. To be precise, mid-July, on the 15th of July, I have bought the account for $1,000. There is $9,000 as incubation deposit. And actually at the beginning I was trading with 0.01 for quite a long time until I figured out the right risk, and I increased the lots somewhere in August, mid-August, which means that I actually doubled this account in 2 months, not 3. And the total profit I have in this 10K initial balance account is $2,759. This is just above 27% from the initial balance, but here is the kicker. With trading.com, once we purchase an account or once we fund a live account with MyFX Markets or fxtrading.com, we got another 9K as a credit. So here is the plan I selected. $1,000 deposit, and if I show you the table, you will see that I get 9K as an incubator deposit. So my starting equity is 10K. I have 10% stop loss or max drawdown, and then once I reach 20%, or this is $2,000, I can withdraw 80% profit split, and 80% out of the 2K is $1,600. And I've shown this funding model plenty of times in my videos, but just recently I realized that if I make not 20 but 25% in this 10K funded account, I'm actually doubling my deposit. Let me grab the calculator and I will import the initial balance, $10,000. We make 20% out of that. That is exactly $2,000. We get 80% profit split, which is $1,600. But if we make not 20 but 25% from the initial balance, this is $2,500, and 80% out of that amount is exactly, look at that, $2,000. That will be my profit split from trading.com. That will be the money I can withdraw as profits, pure profits. And this is exactly double the amount I've put initially. So I've purchased the account for $1,000, and once I make $1,000, that's not 100%, guys. 100% is once you recover your initial amount and then you make one more time $1,000. So initial amount of $1,000 and $2,000 as a profit. That's real 100% profit. And in this account with trading.com, where I am trading the multiplayer EA, you can see that my account history shows $2,759. And if one more time I calculate how much is 80% out of that, that would be $2,207. So now I have two options. One is to stop the trading, disable algo trading from the MetaTrader so I can secure these profits until the end of October, or I can continue and I may have some more profits until the end of the month. And by looking at the FX Blue track record, where I see a very steady performance from the multiplayer EA, you can see that the balance goes smoothly upwards, the equity stays relatively close. Actually at one moment it went on a profit, then it dropped, but then it climbed again very closely back back to the balance line. I'm not worried to keep trading this expert advisor until the end of the month, because from looking at the monthly average return, I expect to make at least another 5% by the end of October. Profit factor is 2.04, which means that the expert advisor makes 2 times more profits compared to the losses. But as I said in one of my previous videos, I will keep trading this expert advisor until the end of the month, and I will share with you transparently the results. You can see that at the moment there are 2 open positions for the pound dollar, and they are with the same size, which means that this multi-pair EA uses a grid system, but it's not a martingale. So if the price keeps dropping lower, it will open probably another trade, but it will keep the same lots. If I show you the account history, you'll see that it does not increase the lots. Initially, when I looked at the vendor's website, I was very skeptical when I saw the track record from my FX book, because it was showing above 3000% growth. But now when I see the performance in my live account, I start to believe that this is probably a realistic result that the vendor achieved, and you can see that the performance matches my results. So it makes somewhere between 8 and 9% in the vendor's account. Prior to that, in 2024, the results are similar, and just at the beginning of 2024, I assume the vendor took huge risk in his account in order to have impressive track record, which is normal for everybody who wants to sell EAs. But then they reduced it, and I can see that their track record is very similar to what I see in my funded account. Plus I have the multi-pair EA on a few live accounts, small live accounts, and it works fine. But the model with trading.com really allows me to double my initial investment only by making 25%, because if it's a live account of $1,000, I need to make 100% before I double it. And very important, once I reach the 20% and I withdraw my profit split, I scale up the account, or they will double it for me, which gives me more opportunities in the next month. As always, I really appreciate that you stay with me until the end of the video. But before you go, check out this video on my site to learn more about the trading.com model. I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.